Hare Krishna, everyone.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी दंड प्रणाम माता जी।
Danda Pranam.
Pranam
दंड प्रणाम माता जी।
हरे कृष्णा माता जी।
Danda Pranam, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Pranam Mataji Hare Krishna.
Danda Pranam, Hare Krishna. So today we'll finish the chapter. None of the verses have purport, so I'll continue to read, okay? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jya Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th Canto, chapter number 13, verse number 16. तावत् त्रिणाकं नहुषा शाशश विद्यातपो योग बाल अनुभावः सा सम्पत् ऐश्वर्या मड आन्धा बुद्धिर्नितस्तिरश्चं गतिम् इन्द्रपत्न्या. Translation by Prabhupada. As long as Indra lived in the water, wrapped in the stem of the lotus, Nahus was equipped with the ability to rule the heavenly kingdom due to his knowledge, austerity, and mystic power. Nahus, however, blinded and maddened by power and opulence, made undesirable proposals to Indra's wife with a desire to enjoy her. Thus, Nahus was cursed by a Brahman and later became a snake. ततो गतो ब्रह्मगिरोपहूता रतंभिरा ध्यान निवर्तितागः पापस्तु दिग्देवातया हत ओजस् तं नाभ्य आभूत् अवितं विष्णुपत्न्या. Translation by Prabhupada. Indra's sins were diminished by the influence of Rudra, the demigod of all directions. Because Indra was protected by the goddess of fortune, Lord Vishnu's wife, who resides in the lotus clusters of Manas Sarovar lake, Indra's sins could not affect him. Indra was ultimately relieved of all the reactions of his sinful deeds by strictly worshipping Lord Vishnu. Then he was called back to the heavenly planets by the Brahmins and reinstated in his position. Tamcha ब्रह्माश्रयो अभेत्या हया मेधेना भारत यथावत् दीक्षया चक्रुः पुरुष पुरुष आराधाधेनः. O king, when Lord Indra reached the heavenly planets, the saintly Brahmins approached him and properly initiated him into a horse sacrifice, Ashwamedh Yagya, meant to please the Supreme Lord. अथेज्यमाने पुरुषे सर्वदेवामयात्मनि अश्वमेधे महेन्द्रेण वितते ब्रह्मवादिभिः स वै त्वष्ट्रा वधो भूयान् अपि पापचयो नृपा नीतस्तेनैव शून्यया निहार इव बहुनना. The horse sacrifice performed by the saintly Brahmins relieved Indra of the reactions to all his sins because he worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead in that sacrifice. O king, although he had committed a gravely sinful act, it was nullified at once by that sacrifice, just as fog is vanquished by the brilliant sunrise. Verse 21. Sa vajimedhena yathoditegna वितायमानेन मरीचिमिश्रेः इष्टाधियजनं पुरुषं पुराणम् इन्द्रो महान् आशाविधूतपापः. King Indra was favored by Marichi and the other great sages. They performed the sacrifice just according to the rules and regulations, worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Super Soul, the original person. Thus, Indra regained his exalted position and was again honored by everyone. Verse 22 to 23. Idam आख्यानम् अशेषपापनां प्रक्षालनं तीर्थ अनुकीर्तनं भक्ति उच्चैश्रयं भक्ता ज्ञान अनुवर्णनं महेन्द्रमोक्षं विजयं मरुत्वतः पथेयुराख्यानम् इदं सदा भूरा शृण्वन्ति अथो पर्वाणि इन्द्रियं ध्यानं यशस्यं निखिलागमोचनं रिपून् जयं स्वस्ति अयनं तथा आयुषम. Translation: It is very great, in this very great narrative, there is glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayan. There are statements about the exaltedness of devotional service. There are descriptions of devotees like Indra and Vritasura. And there are statements about King Indra's release from sinful life about his victory in fighting the demons. By understanding this incident, one is relieved of all sinful reactions. Therefore, the learned are always advised to read this narration. If one does so, one will become expert in the activities of the senses, his opulence will increase, and his reputation will become widespread. One will also be relieved of all sinful reactions, he will conquer all his enemies, and the duration of his life will increase. Because this narration is auspicious in all respects, learned scholars regularly hear and repeat it at every festival day. Jai. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 6th canto, 13th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled King Indra Afflicted by Sinful Reaction. Om Agyan Timirandasya Gyan Anjana Shalakaya Chakshir Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Tadati Sapadantikam. He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinbandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantha Radha Kantha Namastite Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanuste Devi Pranamami Haripriya. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. नमामि विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. Okay, let's read the verses. As long as Indra lived in the water, wrapped in the stem of the lotus, Nahus was equipped with the ability to rule the heavenly kingdom due to his knowledge, austerity, and mystic power. Nahus, however, blinded and maddened by power and opulence, made undesirable proposals to Indra's wife with a desire to enjoy her. Thus, Nahus was cursed by Brahman and later became a snake. Indra's sins were diminished by the influence of Rudra, the demigod of all directions. Because Indra was protected by the goddess of fortune, Lord Vishnu's wife, who resides in the lotus clusters of Manasarovar lake, Indra's sins could not affect him. Indra was ultimately relieved of all the reactions of his sinful deeds by strictly worshipping Lord Vishnu. Then he was called back to the heavenly planets by the Brahmins and reinstated in his position. O king, when Lord Indra reached the heavenly planets, the saintly Brahmins approached him and properly initiated him into a horse sacrifice, Ashwamedh Yagya, meant to please the Supreme Lord. The horse sacrifice performed by the saintly Brahmins relieved Indra of the reactions to all his sins because he worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead in that sacrifice. O king, although he had committed a gravely sinful act, it was nullified at once by that sacrifice, just as fog is vanquished by the brilliant sunrise. King Indra was favored by Marichi and the other great sages. They performed the sacrifice just according to the rules and regulations, worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Super Soul, the original person. Thus, Indra regained his exalted position and was again honored by everyone. In this very great narrative, there is glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayan. There are statements about the exaltedness of devotional service. There are descriptions of devotees like Indra and Vritasura. And there are statements about King Indra's release from sinful life and about his victory in fighting the demons. By understanding this incident, one is relieved of all sinful reactions. Therefore, the learned are always advised to read this narration. If one does so, one will become expert in the activities of the senses. His opulence will increase and his reputation will become widespread. One will also be relieved of all sinful reactions. He will conquer all his enemies and the duration of his life will increase. Because the narration is auspicious in all respects, learned scholars regularly hear and repeat it on every festival day. Alright, we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, Prescribed Duties for the Mankind, chapter number 13, which is called as the
Indra afflicted by
by sinful reactions.
King Indra afflicted by sinful reaction. And what was the sin that Indra committed? What was the reaction for?
he killed Brahmana and Vaishnava, great devotee, Vrutrasura.
Yeah, thank you. So please raise your hand to answer this question. This understand now, how do we understand this? That demons dethroned Indra, occupied his place. He went to Brahma. Brahma told him to worship Vishnu. Indra worshipped Vishnu with the proper etiquette. Lord Vishnu appeared, gave him the instructions on devotional service, and also gave him the benediction and direction as to how to win over Vritasura. That approach the Dichi, ask him for his bones, then Vishwakarma will help you to make a thunderbolt weapon with his bones, and that thunderbolt weapon will help you regain your kingdom. Okay, so Indra did exactly what Lord Vishnu told him. So now my question is, and please raise your hand, don't unmute and speak over each other, it gets difficult. That number one, Indra followed the direction of Krishna. So how is it that he's afflicted by sinful reaction? That's number one. And number two is that why is it mentioned twice that he had to do austerity inside the Manasarovar lake for 1000 years, and then he also had to perform Ashwamedh Yagya to get rid of the sinful reactions? Yes. You can choose to answer both or one. Please raise your hand and tell me. Indra did what Krishna told, but he afflicted sin. How do we understand this? Madhumay Krishna Kanta Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, the Indra had material desire for occupying the throne to get back his position. So he had approached Supreme Lord in this direction only. So which was granted, even though the Lord was not wishing for. He could have asked for liberation or something spiritual, but he did not ask it. Even though he was a devotee, he was a Sakama Bhakta, not a pure devotee. That's
So
why.
how is it sinful if he's following the direction exactly told by Lord Vishnu? No matter how he approached, akama sarva kama va moksha kamo daradi, whatever, Krishna is saying it, approach me, and he followed exactly what Krishna told him, then how is he afflicted by sinful activity?
Because
How is
he
it
killed,
sinful?
because he killed Vaishnava, a Brahmana.
The Krishna told him to kill him like this. Didn't he? Give
Yes.
him a direction. Then why is it sinful? Thank you.
Hare
I'm
Krishna.
just bringing out more deep, more deep. Yeah, Prad Nandini Madhvi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Krishna does not interfere with anyone's desire, Mataji. Therefore, though he told about the greatness of pure devotion, and pure devotional service to Indra, and told that it is better than material benediction, still he fulfilled his desires. And that too, therefore, as everyone has to pay his own debt, and whatever he has done, the
Mataji, but
reaction of
the elephant in the room is that there are two Brahmanas killed here. The Dichi was also had to leave his body so that he can give his bones. But we are not hearing anywhere that Indra is inflicted by sinful reaction because the Dichi had to kill him, leave his body because Indra wanted his bone. We are only hearing that it was Vritasura, Vritasura, Vritasura. Why? Right? Why is it not? Why Madadichi's thing is also not coming? He's also a devotee. He's also a Brahman. He was also doing so many austerities.
Dadhichi was a Karmakandiya Brahman Mataji. I am not sure, Mataji. He was,
No,
although he was doing
no.
austerity.
Radichi was also going back to Godhead. He gave very good instructions to Indra, if you remember, that the body is meant for serving the population. And then how he left his body is he was able to separate his subtle body from himself, and he went back to Godhead. Right? We read it.
Yeah, Mataji.
So how is he Karma Kandya?
Yeah, Mataji.
But thank you, thank you. Yes, Prem Prakash Haridas Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Mhm.
I live in the material world, and so I
So do
think
I.
like one. Consultants are consultants. They give their advice, take no responsibility for that. If you do it, ultimately it's your responsibility. Lawyer gives you an advice, you behave like that, but if it ends up into crossing the law, you pay for it. Similarly, Vishnu was asked and he gave advice that take the bones of the Dishi, make a thunderbolt, and kill Vritrasur. The Dishi voluntarily accepted to oblige because it was the instruction of the Vishnu. And so there is no sin in the Dishi, but uh, Indra killed Vritrasur as a pure devotee. Well, he was killed successfully because Vishnu instructed him properly, and he did exactly what Vishnu said. But then the responsibility or reaction of that action he has to bear it himself. As Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita explains in great detail and then asks him, Arjun, what have you decided? In the process, he says that if you don't follow your dharma, which is to fight, you will automatically go into the hell. If you follow the dharma, even if you get killed, you will go to the heaven. And even if you don't get killed, then you will be having the whole kingdom to enjoy. So ultimately, it is the reaction that one has to face. You have taken advice, you are given advice because you are in that exalted position. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, thank you. You touched upon that we have to fly our own plane. Okay, there's still more deep. Okay, but thank you. Very nice. Reena Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams Mataji.
No, Pranam.
Pranam Mataji. According to my understanding, even though he is instructed by Krishna, so like he was in the conscious of bodily consciousness, like he was not thinking like he should become instrumental in the hands of Lord Krishna. He was thinking like Prakritehi Kriyamanani Gunehi Karmani Sarvashaha Ahankara Vimudatma Kartaham iti Manyate. So like he was thinking like I have only done. So that's like he has to bear the reaction. So like if he had felt like just I was acting as instrument in the hands of Krishna, then reaction wouldn't have been there. Similar to Arjuna's situation in Kurukshetra war.
I'm still not fully convinced because he followed the order of Krishna. And why would Krishna give an order something where we will get entangled more in sinful activity? You see,
Consciousness
Vishnu
is
has a
important.
unique, huh?
Consciousness is important, no Mataji. So like in bodily consciousness, like if we feel even though
Yeah,
like he was
you're
doing
getting
inspection.
there. You're getting there, but you're getting there. But the reason is still more deep. Yeah, thank you. Very nice. Your consciousness
Hare
is very
Krishna.
nice. We'll take it. Thank you. Dhanya Dhameshwari Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, it is not as per the will of the Lord Mataji, wherein Indra has the willing to get back to his throne. So for that only, whatever he wished, the Lord has shown his mercy and given the path. It is not as per the will of the Lord, Mataji.
Then why is Vritasura saying that kill me so I can go back to Godhead? If it is not the will of God, then we cannot go back to Godhead by the means of our death.
Vritasura is obeying the will of the Lord, Mataji. He is accepting.
So why is we heard this last verse? We hear Sukdev Goswami saying, right, that you hear this last verse where there is Falashruti or the thing. I'm trying to understand you. I'm not trying to argue you, okay? There are descriptions of devotees like Indra and Vritasura. So why is Sukdev Goswami calling Indra a devotee here? You understand what I'm saying? They say it's fine that, okay, it's will of Krishna. I do not want to think that Krishna will give me, even though I go to Krishna to fulfill my material desire, and then Krishna will give me an instruction which will actually entangle me more in the material world. I do not want to think like that. Then what is the difference between the demigods and Krishna's benediction? This is a purification.
The broader concept is nothing can happen unless it is the will of the Lord.
Yes, but then I also agree with Dhanarmesh Mataji that the will of the Lord, we have to align by the will of the Lord, that because Krishna really wanted Indra to become a devotee. I'm understanding what she's saying, but I do not want to think and believe that even if I go to Krishna, then Krishna give me a big house to live, and Krishna will give me a big house and also will entangle me in the material world. It's not going to happen. It's, you see, there's a difference there. I will get the big house, but I will also get the element of understanding that how I can go to him through that desire fulfillment. This is what is happening here. Ultimately, he's worshipping Vishnu thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So every point is very important. Each one of you raised very important element by the discussion of your understanding. So I'm very grateful. The thing is that when Indra wanted to kill Vritasura and he had that desire and he went to Krishna and Krishna gave him the understanding, he went to the Dichi Muni to ask him for his bones. The Dichi Muni was also a Brahman. Asking a Brahman to die so that I can use your bone is also sinful, but we are not hearing that. Did Indra have a iota of an idea that Vritasura was a Vaishnava? Do we hear that? Did Indra knew? Did Indra know that Vritasura is a devotee?
Only during the war, only during the process of
Yeah, but
war.
answer the question like yes or no. Like, did he know when Vishnu, when he was making a preparation to face Vritasura? Did he know about the identity of Vritasura at that time?
No, Mataji.
No.
That beginning, no.
No,
He
Mataji.
did not know. But during the encounter, when slowly it started to become clear that Vritasura is no ordinary person. He is actually an exalted devotee, and Vritasura was literally acting as Siksha Guru for Indra. So, who was Indra preparing to kill, and who he ended up killing are two different people. You see, he was preparing to kill a demon, but he ended up killing a Vaishnava knowingly. That is sinful. The preparation was not sinful, the intention was not sinful, and that is a gravely sinful activity. So, what is the lesson for us here? What is the lesson for us here?
Knowingly.
Madhu Soni Mataji. Mataji,
Hare
go ahead.
Krishna Mataji.
Soni.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Mataji. Can we see in that way, Mataji? Like Lord was preparing Indra, like he was directing towards more purification of his consciousness. He was sending him to different devotees, and the qualities of devotees they possesses, like Dadhichi, like he has given his bone and life, and then he sent him to Vritasura, And then later on, like Indra was in guilt and shameful for his action, Mataji. So he knew like a devotee can come in any form. So like the starting of the lesson, like we started from here, like whether he body wise anybody can be one, but consciousness matters a lot. So Indra, like Krishna wanted Indra to be more purified and develop the quality of pure devotee, Mataji. So
Yes, that is Krishna's plan. That's what we have been discussing, right? That this is Krishna's plan, that you get what you're asking, but you ultimately, overall, you become more and more attached to me, like to Krishna. Yes, but depending on what state, how much are we gonna stretch Krishna to make us realize, that is up to us. Indra could have stopped at any point, but he was not ready, not ready. We are the same. We try to become a devotee, but it's not ready. So Krishna has to do something else. It's not ready, then do something else, something else, something else, like that. We have to go on and on until life after life after life, we come to a point that, you know what, I'm ready. So yes, that is a very nice explanation, but you have to understand that why the Dichi's killing was not sinful, but why Vritasura's killing is sinful, because Indra did not kill the same person that he had intended to come for killing. It's very important. I am asking, what is the lesson for us here? The part 2. Yes, Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji, what is the lesson for us here?
Lesson in the sense, if you see, both Vrittasura and that Darichi, both are Vishnu Bhaktas, great Bhaktas. So, Vishnu instructed them to sacrifice their life to save the Devatas and Indra's plan. This is all Krishna's plan. So, that is one point. Uttasa has to be relieved from this demon, this body, because he was cursed by the Parvati as his previous Janma is Chitrakesu.
No,
So he
don't
has to
focus.
be
See,
relieved.
there are too many ways to look at a pastime. So I want to
But
stay
he has to
focused.
be,
If
that is
you
maybe Krishna's plan is through Indra, he wanted to get relieved of this thing. Uttasara, the lie that he was killed.
don't put the limelight on Vritasura, it's different. I want to put the limelight on Indra specifically, and then learn from there, because there's more learning over there. So if you shift the focus, then you can, but it'll spoil the
Maybe Indra
motive.
is instrumental for this whole episode.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Dhanya Dameshwari Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
No, Mataji, knowingly it is a sinful act. Actually, one should stop, Mataji. So that's where actually I am thinking actually. We
Yeah,
should
very nice. Very nice point. Yeah. Very nice. You see, one has to become very aware. We have to become very aware as to where is my consciousness going in this journey of Krishna consciousness. It cannot be just like chanting 16 rounds and then I'm done for the day and then I go around doing the same thing over and over again. No, one needs to be very aware that am I consciously hurting another devotee so I can get some sort of a relief for my own life? Am I consciously doing something, or unconsciously or subconsciously, whatever the case may be? There are so many learnings here that once we know that I'm interacting with a senior devotee, am I still very attached to my material desires? Even after accepting a very exalted spiritual master, am I still thinking that I'm independent of his or her instructions? There's so many things, okay? Because we discussed, I raised this question yesterday, a free will, right? Person becoming addicted to alcohol. They have a free will. Are they executing their free will? Yes or no? We discussed it, remember? The answer is both yes and no. Because it is as if it's something is binding and asking them to choose something which is not right. So this particular pastime has a potency, as Sukdev Goswami is saying, to relieve us from all sinful reactions. So introspect and see that where am I playing the role that Indra was playing in this particular pastime. Indra is a devotee. That is why there is an intervention from so many saintly personalities. And we also have intervention from so many saintly personalities. It is written in, what is the book? Krishna. Madhurya Kadambini. It is written in Madhurya Kadambini by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. I remember reading. At the time of initiation, the consciousness of the disciple is so important. What is the consciousness of the disciple at the time of initiation? Are you really feeling connected to the parampara? Are you really oriented to like where you are sitting, what is happening? There is a spiritual master, there is fire, there are devotees, there are deities, there is entire parampara standing there. We are inviting everyone to come and give us this mercy. Are we in that consciousness or no? Or are we just absorbed in the externals? Because material energy will always make us think externally. External, there's something on. But spiritual energy will always make us go internally. Prem Prakash Adas Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I think it's most wonderful intricacies that you exposed to us. He is actually coming out with a project to kill the demon. In the process, he realizes that he is not demon; he's probably a devotee, and still he kills him. It only says that you should continuously introspect yourself and get your course correction along the line. If you don't course correct it, you end up into a sinful reaction. He should have stopped attacking Rudrasur the moment he realized or had doubt that he is probably a devotee.
Yeah, but the desire was still there, the what to do. It is desire to enjoy the kingdom.
Yeah, if he did not have a material desire, he would have certainly stopped.
If he
Yeah,
stopped, he
very
will die,
nice.
no Mata Prabhuji. If he stops, he will die. Vrittasra will kill him.
It's better to die from the hand of a senior Vaishnava than to kill a senior Vaishnava. Because I'm going to die anyway.
Dhritarashtra
Okay.
decided to die, Kada Mataji. He encouraged Indra, please kill him, because Lord mercy is there on you, and that thunderbolt is there to kill me. That is the instrument where you
So
can kill
again, you're
me.
shifting the limelight to
No,
Vritasura.
Mataji, that
We
is the
can
point.
be
No, you are telling that why should he commit knowing that it is a sin? But
the
it is
consciousness.
instructions, and all this is Krishna's
He
plan,
is not
Mataji.
following the instructions. He's following the drive of his desire. Prabhu, this is written in Nectar of Devotion. If you hear who's the expert in this, Bhanu Maharaj. Okay, if you hear Bhanu Maharaj, and Bhanu Maharaj explains it so well that how these why is my hand raised? How these intricacies are explained, that every in a drama, okay, when a script is written, he uses some Sanskrit jugglery. I don't remember what I have heard him said that when characters are written, each character has its own role, but what is bringing out the rasa is the interaction between the character to character, the relationship, right? But each
Sutradhar.
character has its role. So if
Sutradhar.
you're, huh?
The word is Sutradhar. Each one is
Sutradhar.
Sutradhar. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So in this, if we look at the whole pastime from Vritasura's point of view, his consciousness is not deviating from Krishna even for a minute. Okay, but it is Indra who had to recognize who Vritasura is. All right, Indra's consciousness had to grow.
Yes.
But Vritasura, you can say that Vritasura said, "Kill me, kill me." Indra, why did he kill? If he recognizes a senior devotee, why did you kill a senior devotee? Krishna can arrange any other way for Vritasura to come back to him. Indra didn't have to kill him. Like that, we must use our intelligence in our interaction with senior devotees. We must use our intelligence. They may be saying, my Guru Maharaj comes, he says, What does he say? Make me this moong dal and give it to me tomorrow also. I said, I'm sorry, Guru Maharaj. Absolutely not. I have a relationship with him. I can say you will be served fresh every day, no matter how many times a day you ask. I'm not. So he laughs it out, but he's saying, give me. Because he says, he sees how busy my schedule. He says, give me, I'll eat whatever you'll cook today, I'll eat tomorrow. I said, no. So it is like, he's saying, so should I do it? He's a senior devotee. He's my spiritual master. Should I do it? Because he's saying, serve me this dal that you're cooking today, tomorrow also. Tell me. Where is Surya
No.
Prakash Rao Prabhuji? It's so fun to talk to him. He's gone?
Mataji, I am listening to you.
Oh, you're there. It's so fun to talk. Tell me.
You know,
Tell me.
we are in material world, sir. We always depend on the spiritual master. They are they are devatas under the instructions of the. Then why then? I want to ask you one, Mataji. Shiva and Brahma
No,
left.
first you answer
Everybody is
my
left.
question.
No,
No, no, no.
you.
First you answer my question. My spiritual master tells me every year he comes to live in my house in the summer.
Yes, we have to
Every
follow
year we
the
have the
instructions
same
only.
discussion.
No second thought. It what if he asks us to jump into the fire, we have to do it. That's all. He is the guru. He is the spiritual master's instructions.
There's not, it doesn't work like that.
Why?
So
Why
like
he is a guru from the parampara, you know? So a guru, we have to follow it.
so if my spiritual master is telling me,
Uh,
Prem Kishori, you made this dal today,
uh,
you serve it to me, save it in the refrigerator and serve it to me tomorrow also.
oh,
So I should do that?
no,
Or I
that is
should
not
make
correct.
fresh for him? Huh?
Make
have
a
to
You
give
fresh.
for
make fresh
intent.
only because
Both
first
So,
are
we will offer
but
to Krishna, you
then
know.
you can say that Prem Kishore did not follow the order of her spiritual master. You see, that's what I'm trying to say, that don't confuse your life so much. Because we have to use our intelligence. Indra had to use his intelligence. It doesn't matter what Vritasura is saying. Vritasura, Indra's consciousness has to grow. It's be like, I'm sorry that I had this desire. I'm abandoning this. I am so sorry that I've hurt you. I'm going to take care of you. I do not want to kill you so that I can be enthroned, even at the cost of being killed by you, because you are a devotee of Krishna. A devotee of Krishna is a big thing, it's a big title. It's not a small title to have, and that to a pure devotee. Okay? Understand who has to grow here. Vritasura was fine. Indra has to grow, and this is what the whole Sukdev Goswami is saying, who is growing. Okay?
It's I think the impact of the Kali Yuga that is making us think the way we are thinking. I mean, it's quite wrong to think that fine, I killed Brahmana, but then it's good he went back to God. That's a wrong thinking, and I think it's a very clear cut the way you are explaining, Mataji. That yes, it needs an introspection, and while he was fighting a war, he should have kept on introspecting himself what he is doing. When he realized at the first point that he is a devotee or he is probably a devotee, he should have stopped over his own desire and stopped the war.
Yeah. Then because then it requires the growth of the consciousness.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So because he did not do that, Krishna did not abandon him. Okay. Krishna is all good. God is all good. No matter whatever hardship one is going through in their life, no matter what losses we have endured in our life, don't do a mistake of thinking that Krishna is not good. Krishna is all good, because the entire loss or gain that is going on, the plan is that I have to become more and more purified. My consciousness has to grow, and that is the best way that Krishna knows with it will grow. We do not suffer from karmic reactions as much because of the virtue of chanting Hare Krishna, but because we're chanting Hare Krishna, we are going to go through tougher purification. It's going to happen. Are you ready? Is what the question is. Okay. I have a very nice pastime. And then Nahus, he's one of the demigods from Chandralok, and he becomes attracted to Indra's wife. You see, all these demigods are not ordinary people, but then this has been told again and again, time and again by Sukdev Goswami, that the desires are everywhere. Okay, I want to go to Chandralok and I want to live so many years and I want to have a very nice body and I want to have opulence and I don't want to worry about going to college or school or job and this plan or that insurance. I just want to have fun. But what are you going to do with the desire? So why don't we, try to pack up and go to Krishna for once and then don't worry about it at all. That is the highest intelligence.
Mataji, one question is there.
Hmm.
See, if Indra is such a wise person one day, at the first instance, you would have not approached with Aditi, although Krishna is instructed to do that, and sacrifice his body. Why? They are also Brahmana. He knows that he is a Brahmana. You say that Vrittasra is not a Brahmana. Only at the war, as Prem Prakash was telling, only at the time of war, he knows that he is a Brahmana and your devotee and Bhakta of Vishnu. But why he has approached at the first instance, if he thinks that he is committing a sin, you would
We
have
have
stopped
to
it
grow.
because he want that desire. He want to have the throne. He want to save the devatas. That's why it can come what may. First task is to kill Uttasra and save the throne, save the devatas. That's why my opinion. I don't know. You don't agree, I think.
No, you're changing the context of what
But
Sukdev
you
Goswami is
are
saying.
telling, Brahman Guru was instructed whether you have to have a introspection whether it is correct or not to follow it. The same way, although Vishnu is instructed to approach the Aditi and take that his bones and prepare Vajrastra, whatever, blah blah blah. But at that time he knows it, he is a pure Brahmana, Vishnu Bhakta. So why he asked him? Because it's the
Well,
instructions
because
of
he was
Vishnu.
preparing to kill
Like
the
the instructions
demon.
of
That
Vishnu. That is the God has. It's all plan, Krishna's plan. So one thing I agree with you is the take home point is that if you know that it is a sinful activity, we should not do that. That is that. Dhanvantari Mata is also telling that that point you accepted.
okay. Thank you.
What is the take home point? I'm really confused now. I don't know about others. What is
Okay.
the take home point? That is the thing,
Mhm.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Very nice.
Please.
Um. Okay, I think we'll stop here. Think about it,
Please
and we'll
Hare
tell
try
me
to.
the
Krishna
take
Mataji.
home
Hare
point.
Krishna Mataji.
I have
Hare
to
Krishna
tell you the
Mataji.
take home point. I already told. Now others will tell. Yes, Pranandi Madhvi Mataji.
Mataji, you are about the second question, Mataji. What's the answer, Mataji? You are
You tell me.
asking. No, Mataji.
It's linked to the first part. Ashwamedh Yagya, to be able to perform Ashwamedh Yagya, one has to be purified and and be a devotee of Krishna. It has to be performed so that Yagyapati is the only benefactor. If Indra was going to perform Ashwamedh Yagya so that he can get relief from his sinful activity, that is not, Krishna is not the benefactor. Okay, he had to undergo. It's like in our, we can draw a corollary that Prabhupada said that only a pure devotee can worship the deity. Only a pure devotee. But I'm giving you these instructions to worship the deity. You're worshipping Radha Krishna, but actually the worship is in the mood of Ashwarya Bhav, the Lakshmi Narayan. Even though you're worshipping Radha Krishna, the worship is Lakshmi Narayan. But only a pure devotee can worship Radha Krishna as Radha Krishna. So understand that to perform Ashwamedh Yagya, the benefactor has to be only Krishna. Not because I am sinful, so I'm going to perform Ashwamedh Yagya, so my sin can be relieved. No. To come to that caliber, one has to go through purification. So to come to the worship of Radha Krishna, one has to go through purification by worshipping Lakshmi Narayan feature first. Understood?
Yeah.
Don't take
Yes, sir.
the things.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I think Sri Prakash Prabhu is asking for take-home points, so please help him. What are your take-home points? Please raise your hand and give him, help him. He already said so many things. He already said that the take-home point is if you know that this is sinful, stop it. Okay, that's a very big one. Yes, Prem Prakash Adas Prabhu.
I think the first most important take home point is recognize your enemy well. Do all your research so well that you know exactly what he is or who he is, because you might be inflicting something to a wrong person. That's number one. Number two, even if you decide to punish him, be careful, because in the process of punishing, if you realize that no, he is a gentleman or he is not the one who has made mistake, you should stop. And so you need continuous introspection in yourself to realize whom you are inflicting the punishments. And the third and the most important thing is whatever process you are doing, bhakti or whatever, you keep on correcting your course, otherwise you will certainly reach a wrong direction or wrong destination. So course correction while doing any of the bhakti or anything is a continuous process, and for that you require a nice introspection all the time. Hare
Yes,
Krishna Mataji.
very nice. Thank you. Shakti Avasti Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. What I'm just trying to speak what I'm thinking. भगवान ना भावग्राही होते हैं. ईश्वर is भावग्राही. So he is, yesterday only we discussed, Miss I only spoke that he's in the chapter 13th we have that shloka in which I don't remember the shloka, but he do 5 activities for human. That is, he's Anumanta, he's Upadrishta, he's Bhokta, Bharta, and he's Maheshwar. So he's the one who knows you from the depth, So he would have seen. He is the one who told that you have to kill me. You have to do it. It is being ordered. But the bhava which Indra was carrying, they are not. He cannot have. The god cannot be partial. The god cannot he cannot even think of punishing even if he is a demon, unless and until he has committed something. So, but here Indra's bhavas which he was carrying were not exactly what a devotee should have. And ultimately, when he's not having the same bhavas which he has thought for, matlab what he is expecting from his devotees, they have to suffer. They have to suffer. Means even if they are he has told na sarv dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam, he is there and he has told not one but many times that I am there, but still Indra did not understood that particular bhava which he should have. I think this is what exactly is the concept behind it. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, thank you very much. See, one more thing I would like to add before we conclude today is that when we are going through something, it is very easy to get lost. Again, I'm going to say the same thing. It's like an old record saying the same thing over and over again. It's like in the external feature. Let's say that somebody is suffering from a very terminal illness. So it is very easy to get absorbed in the details externally that there is this bad disease and I have only this much notice and I am going to, it's the life has not been fair. I had so many aspirations. My time is cut short. If God was great, then God could have given me more time. But because He has not given me more time, so therefore He's not great. You see, this is one way of looking. The external absorption. Okay, but then the devotee is constantly introspecting and thinking that what is it that I need to learn from it? What is it that there is a learning? There's always a learning in anything we are going. Karma is not a bad thing because karma is like a classroom. Unless and until we learn, we don't grow out of it. So what is it I need to learn? What is it I need to learn? It's in the same scenario that I said, a terminal illness, the devotee might think that, okay, I really have to become firmly convinced that this is not my place. And the concept of Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi is so much real. And I have, I have this Vyadhi and I'm going to die. So what is my responsibility at this time? rather than trying to prolong my material stay? Can I do something which will actually solve the problem once and for all in the time that I have left, like Parikshit Maharaj did, right? So understand that if we focus on learning, then our purification will grow, and our consciousness will grow, and then we'll become more Krishna conscious, and then we will become more and more close to the goal that we have for us. If we are not focused on learning, and if we are focused on the external factors, then Krishna will have to keep devising more and more avenues, more and more plans until we grow. Okay, Krishna is all good. Please remember that. Reena Mataji, go ahead. You want to say
Hare
something?
Krishna Mataji. Just I have a doubt, Mataji. Like Indra had the chance to reconcile the Supreme Personality of Godhead, no Mataji. Like if he got the doubt, like I'm going to kill a demon, rather I'm going to kill a Brahmana and devotee. A devotee. So I would have reconsulted the Supreme Personality of God, like similar to Arjuna, how he did many times. Like he had doubt, like whether to kill Bhishma Acharya, Dronacharya, like that, Mataji.
Yes, but depends on where we are, how ready we are, right? Do we do that all the
Okay.
time? He's not ready.
That's what we have to learn from Arjuna, no Mataji. Like we
Yeah,
have
very
to
nice.
again and again. Hare
Mhm.
Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Krishna. I think I'll stop here if there's no other question. Yes,
I have
Mataji.
one doubt. And then how if the devotee like Indra is not able to understand what is the wish of the Lord and he has to suffer, then how we the people in the material world will understand what exactly we are doing is the wish of the Lord, you know, and what
He's
exactly not.
That's why we need devotees. That's why we need the principle of Guru Sadhu Shastra, because we should not be living our life with our own little mind and intelligence and experience. See, what is Prabhupada say when in others? Chittete Koriya Akhya, Arena Karyo Mane Asha. It says, become a dog in the hand of a spiritual master. That's why we seek a spiritual master. We will not know. We do not know what is good for us. That's why we are where we are.
Mataji, now in this case, when Indira has done a thing which killing a senior Vaishnava, so what repercussion it had on him? I mean, what punishment or what effect it had on him? Like, I mean, because
We read no, there was a Chandala woman
yes,
to
yes, yes, yes.
we read
Correct.
all that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone.